Hello everyone and welcome back to the Lair of the Overmind for part 10 of my Let's Play Elder Scrolls Online beta series. We just found our friend stands in Stillwater dead, so we need to go back and tell his friend about his fate. So let's go ahead and try to sprint in this direction, avoiding the giant portal in front of our face. And go back and find that elf and let her know that her friend unfortunately has been killed. It sucks, but, you know, stuff happens. Stuff does happen. Alright, we're going to try to swim across this small gap and hope that we don't drown in the process. Like we did when we were trying to swim to that ship. Swim, damn you, swim! I got bait. Well, I used to have bait. There's a fishing spot. That's cool. Ebonheart discovered. Okay, random guy. What's up? Message from who?
It's a message from Drathus Othra, the leader of the Dark Elf quarter in Ebonheart. He sends his compliments, and he wants you to help the town resist a nearby Covenant invasion.
Does he need me to fight?
He just needs you to talk. House Drez isn't popular. The Nords and Argonians in Ebonheart won't speak to him. And the other Dark Elf houses don't like the Drez much either. Convince the townspeople to work together. Then speak to Othra.
I'll see what I can do. I will see what it is that I can do. Started restoring order. Swim, damn you, swim! We have to convince the Nords and convince the Dark Elves, but we are not doing that right off the bat. We will be back to do that after we talk to that elf girl and let her know what happened to her friends. Her friend, singular, not multiple. Alright. What is that over there? Convince the Argonian? Well, that's really close. Let's go ahead and just do that real fast, since it's right here. Open! Let me in!
Another stranger swims into our water. I erect the spine of distress, ache sibling. We have need of your aid, but I'm sure you already felt it as you approached. We have a hist here, and it's dying.
What's wrong with your history?
It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it.
Uh-oh.
It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out.
What can be done to save the hist?
The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ash reed. Both are common around the quarter.
Wow.
We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away.
I'll collect some fertilizer for you?
To aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our hist.
Who told you the Dark Elves were poisoning it?
Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat.
Uh-oh.
That's not hard to believe.
So, why would the Dark Elves do this?
The Drez have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council.
Who was the Dark Elf who claimed the Drez poisoned the hist?
My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a Dark Elf, especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh.
It sounds like none of the Argonians actually saw the Drez, the boat, or the poison.
No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Drez think we're little more than animals, but the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy.
Why would they do this?
The Dres have always regarded Argonians
Okay,
as little moles.
alright. I'll see what I can do, old timer. See if I can loot anything in your house. Snake slime. Thin broth. Looks like nothing really else that I can snag. Basket. Alright. Well, looks like I've got to help my fellow Argonans out. Let's see here. Collect mud crab meat. Which I assume is just on the other side of this wall. Ah. Does that convince the Dark Elves? Looks like we're gonna have to go further up here to get over here to the mud crab meats. Heart. Convince the Argonians. Talk to that one girl. Still way over there. Disciple Sildress. Let's go ahead and see if we can't talk to that person, whoever that person is. Let's go ahead and... Holy crap! Well, I guess that shows you shouldn't take leaps of faith. Wow, alright. Let's go to the nearest way shrine, I guess. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Did not see that whatsoever, and apparently our ardent flame went up because we died. How funny is that stuff? Okay, we have to go convince the Nords. Get out of here. Gotta get out of here and go convince them Nords! It says below. There's a random person's name. Let's talk to them and see what they have to say.
Friend, a moment of your time. Honor to you and your house traveler. Say, you look like a smart one. Any interest in a business arrangement?
That depends on what you have in mind.
Stonefalls is under attack, and some of the finer things in life are suddenly precious. Certain goods can be very lucrative when paired with the right buyer. Take wine, for instance.
Are you asking me to steal some wine for you?
Steal? Such an ugly word. Procure. I'd like you to procure a single precious bottle of white gold tower. The former war wizard has it now. Just replace her bottle with this identical bottle filled with cheap rotgut. We'll both profit.
You want me to go and steal a bottle of wine from a war wizard? That doesn't sound safe at all. But as long as the money's good.
Just let me know what I can do to help.
What can you tell me about the wizard?
She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Sarvel.
Any advice on where I should start?
Not exactly. But then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? My only advice is to talk to the Night Flowers at the inn. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets.
Makes sense.
Just let me know what I can do to help.
Goodbye, for one. Let's go and try to get this guy a bottle of white gold tower. 'Cause why not? The Ebony Flask. Music.
May I get you a drink, my lord? Perhaps a tune on the lute? I've been told my fingers are quite gifted.
What can you tell me of your mistress?
I don't hate her, but there's no love lost between the Night Flowers and Phadrasa. She regards us a necessary evil. She doesn't even partake of our talents. Plus, she's incredibly jumpy.
What do you mean by jumpy?
My guess is she's caught one too many fireball blasts in the war. She still hates loud noises. There's an alchemist next door who's constantly testing flash powder and sulfurs. If she hears so much as a pop, she jumps right out of her skin.
Okay, well thanks for the info. Let's check this room right here. Grab the loot. Interview with a spider cultist. Here we go again. Alright, I'm gonna do it though. I'm dedicated. Okay, the Cult of the Spider is an outlawed form of worship honoring the Daedric prince Mephala, more properly known as Anticipation of Vivek. Notoriously secretive with the cult's methodologies and practices have been largely a mystery to those outside its embrace until now. My research into the cult's existence has permitted me a unique opportunity, a private interview with one of its members. So tell me, how did you come to be a member of the Spider Cultist? As it is with all things, the weavings of her web led me into the spinner's embrace. You mean Mephala herself recruited you? Is the fly recruited into the spider's web? No, I could as much avoid this fate as avoid my own mortality. Interesting. Let's talk about your fellow enthusiasts for a moment. What can you tell me about the other members of your cult? I can share their names, but I could tell you what they... I can't share their names, but I could tell you what they do. We have a leader called the Widow. She gives us our purpose and communes with the spinner herself. Sometimes these purposes require a killing, so such responsibilities fall to our Death Weavers, who carry out the act in accordance with the spinner's will. The rest of us are labeled scuttlers as we hurry along more discreet paths to weave our master's web. Fascinating. Have you ever killed anyone in the name of your master? Not yet. Is there any truth to the claim that the spider cults are little more than debauched orgy clubs? There is some truth to that, yes. Would you care to elaborate? Seduction and copulation are powerful tools. Often, induction into the cult requires a member to engage in such activities with the widow or a designee. Some webs are more zealous about this practice than others. I see. How would a prospective member apply? Is this for your research? Naturally. How unfortunate. I could share that information with you, but only if you are actually going to join us. Ah, well, that is not out of the question. Perhaps this is all part of Mephala's plan, eh? Caught in her web, as it were? I believe this interview is over. Alright, well, not nearly as much text in that one, thankfully. Looks like we can't take the food. We can snag the bottle, or the mug, rather. Go ahead and talk to Darrenville. Darvynell, excuse me. Huh?
Oh, sorry. Old folk song from Vardenfell. What can I get you?
Let's see what you got. Beetle shots, ew. Hive mind. Sounds pretty awesome. Some malts, some... Is that a milkshake I just saw? No. I'm seeing things. It happens. Nothing. I would like nothing, thank you very much. Sneak. Yoink it. I've been detected. Okay, looks like I haven't been detected. Awesome. Go ahead and take the jar. Go ahead and take the cups. I'm gonna run you out of town. Who's this?
We don't serve Ashlanders here. The Dres have suggested we shouldn't take their money.
Okay. But you'll sell me stuff, it seems. Let's see if there's anything that I can sell you of value. Don't need those anymore. Go ahead and sell those. Don't really care for that too much. Gonna go ahead and keep the maple shield for the moment. Same with the infernal staff. We can go ahead and sell the weaker maple bow. And the iron greatsword. Do I want to get rid of the greatsword? Yeah. I think the axe is just fine, so we'll go ahead and do that. Iron Axe of Flame, go ahead and get rid of that as well. Get rid of the pants. The foul hides, the ectoplasms. Cast off Iron Sword, don't need it. Carapace, don't need it, and that's all that we can sell. Sweet. Desk search. Lockpick. Nothing to really use the lockpicks on quite yet, but that's okay. Don't mind me, I'm just yoinking a bunch of stuff. Bookshelf, search. Ardent Flame increased to 9. Mythical Beast, Real Powers by Dursus Ovicula. Dragonic Power increased to 7. Hooray! Proctor of the Imperial Library. Earth and Heart increased to 2. Sweet. In the generations since the fall of Akaviri Potenis, probably screw that up, but oh well, a new martial tradition has arisen in Tamriel, one which bears all the hallmarks of a coherent magical discipline, though it is said to be descendant from the powers of the legendary dragons and those mortals who fought them. I refer, of course, to the so-called Dragon Knights, which I am. Whether or not their abilities originated from dragons, you must give me leave to doubt it, for no dragons have been seen in Tamriel for thousands of years. This is not Skyrim, after all. If they ever existed at all, the powers which a skilled Dragon Knight can deploy are undeniable. There are several right here in the Imperial City, members of the Tower Guard, and they have demonstrated some of their effects at my request. One of these Dragon Knights, a sergeant in the guard, showed me how he could wreathe himself in flame without being burned, though I could feel the heat from several paces away. He then cast a loop of flaming chain around a target dummy and drew it to him, where it was quickly immolated. Finally, one of his subordinates burned another target dummy by literally breathing fire upon it. Sounds like something I'll be able to look forward to. I was impressed. It was almost enough to make me believe in dragons. Escape. Well, we successfully got the bottle, so let's find our escape after we finish searching the place for valuables. Grab the swords! Dang it, Bethesda. Search the bookshelf. Light armor increased to 4. Anything else? Nope. Traditional woman's verse. Every winter season except for the reason of one war or another really quite a bother. The Queen of Rimmon and her consort request the vassals and come and cavort at one each and every ball. The first man at the hall is Lord Ogun Jombert of Gare, the curse of all maidens fair. So just a bunch of songs. That's pretty cool. Pretty sure he's probably singing those off, so I don't really need to read it.
Hungry? I'll put on the pot. You can't crack skulls on an empty stomach.
This is true, but do you have anything really worth buying? Doesn't really look like it. You got some food items, but yeah, I'm good on all of that for the moment. What about you? Can I talk to the, Nope, he's too busy playing music. No time to talk. Cooking fire, use. Provisioning. To create provisions, use the select category you wish to make. Cook or brew. In the upper right corner of the provisioning menu, a list of recipes that your character has learned will appear, followed by the list of ingredients needed for the selected recipe. Right-click on the recipes in your inventory and select Use to commit them to your recipe book. When you have enough ingredients in your inventory to create your selected recipe, press R to craft. Well, I have no recipes right now, but it's good to know that we could check that out at some point. Grab some wine grapes, grab some brown malt, produce, some drippings, some other baskets, some snake slime, and some more produce, some meal. There's a sack. Some snake slime in the sack. Dig it! Dig it! Darn. Oh well, okay. It's time to get out of here. Well, actually, I believe there's looks like there's an upstairs and a downstairs to explore, so bookshelf is empty. Let's go through here first. See what's in the sack. Some snake slime. Nightstand is empty. Bookshelf. The Hanging Gardens of Waston Corridale. This book was apparently written in Droomer and translated I believe we've been through this. Yes, we have. Old news. Definitely old news. Nightstand. Lockpick. Take it. Looks like this guy's getting a show. Good for him. Go ahead and grab this lockpick. Kind of go back around the corner. Looks like those two are talking. What's up, guys?
Do you mind?
I do, actually. Don't be so rude.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn, my lovely.
Oh, wow. Okay, moving on. What's in the other room? Let's see what we got here. Trunk is empty. Nightstand. What do we got? Lockpick. Looks like more people just hanging out. Looks like a female adventurer coming and getting a male prostitute. Wow. Snake sherry recipe. Nice. Some food recipes. That's pretty sweet. Lockpick. Nords of Skyrim. My people, my pride. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. No, it's not all that much. I'll go ahead and read it. By Horthmund Wolfheart. Respected reader, my name is Horthmund Wolfheart, and I am a Nord. But more importantly, I'm a Nord born and raised in the land of Skyrim. Nice. I write this volume in the desperate hope that the rest of Tamriel can come to know my people as they deserve to be known and understand this province for what it truly is. A place of uncontested beauty and culture. Some of what you know is undoubtedly true. Physically, we Nords are an impressive, often imposing sight, tall of stature, strong of bone, and thick of muscle. Our hair is often fair and worn braided, as has been the custom for generations. Often we are swathed in the hide of beasts, for such creatures are abundant in Skyrim, and we would be foolish not to take advantage of such an available resource. Having read this far, you may be shocked at the strength of my words and the literacy of a northern savage. I, many Nords, can both read and write. My father began my instruction in the way of letters when I was but a bame, as did his father and his father before him. But the accomplishments of the children of Skyrim are multitude, and go beyond mere wordcraft. For we are artisans as well, and though the ages have learned to manipulate steel the way a sculptor would clay. Indeed, I have seen with my own eyes visitors from High Rock and Kairodil weep in disbelief as they beheld the blades wrought in the fires of Skyforge, and honed to beautiful deadliness by the gods' touched hands of Clan Greymane. I remember playing that in Skyrim. That's a pretty sweet clan. But how can this be true, you ask? How are such achievements possible from a people who have yet to emerge from the muck and snow? Again, provincial bias clouds the truth. The cities of Skyrim are a testament to Nord ingenuity and craftsmanship. Chief among them are Solitude, seat of the High King and capital of the province, Windhelm. Ancient and honored, a jewel in the snow, Markarth, carved into the living rock itself in ages long since past, Riften nestled in the golden shadows of the fall forest, whence comes delicious fresh fish and mead, and Whiterun built around the hall of Jelvasker, home of the most noble companions of and revered Skyforge. Whew, mouthful. And now, respected leader, you have the full measure of it. We Nords are everything you imagined and so much more. But let not this work be your only gateway to the truth. Book passage on carriage or vessel, and make the journey forth. See Skyrim with thine own eyes. See Skyrim as have the Nords, since the gods first shaped the world. Nice to see a book on Skyrim. Looks like we even got to pick it up and take it with us. Go ahead and grab that lock pick from the chest. Let's see here. There we go. I was confused there for a moment. Alright, so now we have a bottom floor to check, and then we'll be able to go ahead and move on. See, that bookshelf is empty apparently. Looks like we have a storeroom down here. Probably find a lot of stuff in here. Let's see here. Search the sack. Get some snake slime. Search this sack. More snake slime. Crates are empty. Looks like those barrels are not searchable. Drippings. Crates. Thin broth. Okay. See what we got here. Got a crate with some brown malt. Some barrels with some wine grapes. Oh, what's going on over here? Produce. Corn mash.
Three. If you don't stop leering and go away.
You look a bit tied up there, dude.
Don't spare any concern for this one. He's misbehaved terribly.
Okay then, I'll just leave you guys to it. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. Go ahead and give this video a like if you did indeed like it. Give me a comment if you have any suggestions for me, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos in the future. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for more Elder Scrolls.